you doing? I'm Whimsery, and today we're going to be watching Forrest Gump. Why? Because it is number 11 on the list that we sometimes go by, which is IMDb's top 250 greatest movies of all time. I know it's not a perfect list, but it's number 11. It's really high up there, so I haven't been disappointed by the ones that are way up there yet. It's also been recommended quite a lot. Now, I'm familiar with the famous phrase, run, Forrest, run, and also, life is like a box of chocolates, you'll never know what you'll get. I'm not an alien, okay? I'm not an alien. That being said, I was going through this list of Tom Hanks movies. There's like 100, y'all, and I've seen 3, and 2 of them are Toy Stories. So, like, I know him as Woody. There's a snake in his boot. And yeah, I've only seen the first 2 Toy Stories. I never watched the 3rd one because the 2nd one is too good, and I have a problem with that. You know, I feel like once you've hit that point, you know, just leave it. Because there's a chance the 3rd one's gonna suck and you don't want to be disappointed for life. It's probably good. I've heard it's good. I just don't... We're talking about Forrest Gump here, okay? Anyway, I'm really not sure how Tom Hanks has eluded me to this degree, but I'm gonna learn today. I'm really excited about this one, y'all. Yeah, let's watch the movie. What about this music? Alan Silvestri, that's why. Of course, he is amazing.
My name's Forrest Gump. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
There it is.
I bet you could walk all day in shoes like that.
My feet hurt.
I've worn lots of shoes.
All right, Forrest, open your eyes now. His legs are strong, Miss Gump, but his back's crooked as a politician.
Mama named me after the great Civil War hero. He started up this club, the Ku Klux Klan. Mama said that the Forrest part was to remind me we all do things that just don't make no sense.
Get it. Is it this way?
What are you guys looking at?
What are y'all staring at?
Since it was just me and Mama decided to let those rooms out. And that's how me and Mama got money.
Oh, fairy ducks.
Forrest is right here. He's gonna have to go to special school.
There must be something can be done.
Is that Mr. Gump? Mrs. Gump?
He's on vacation.
Oh, is that guy? Ew. Oh, that poor kid, he has to hear that. Ew, it is him.
Well, your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
He doesn't want to hear that from you.
You don't say much, do you?
Not to you. Nice. You tell him.
Our house was never empty.
Such a nice house.
Supper's ready.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, man.
Show me that crazy little walk you just did there.
Nothing but a...
I like that guitar, swinging my hips.
It's so cute. It's his move.
You ain't nothing but
This is not for children's eyes.
He made it up. Poor Elvis.
Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers. I'm Forrest Gump.
I'm Dorothy Harris.
Well, now we ain't strangers anymore. It's taken.
Jerk.
Taken.
Is it?
You know, it's funny what a young man recollects.
You can sit here if you want.
I had never seen anything so beautiful in my life.
Oh.
You're gonna sit down, aren't you? I'm Jenny.
She helped me learn how to read, and I showed her how to swing. She was my most special friend.
My only friend.
Are you retarded or just plain stupid?
Run away.
Run, Forrest! Run away! Hurry! Get you! Run, Forrest, run!
This is so sad. Okay.
I can run like the wind blows.
She's not even listening.
If I was going somewhere, I was running.
Oh, he's fast.
Now, Jenny never seemed to want to go home. Her daddy was some kind of a farmer. He was a very loving man.
Shh. Daddy's taking a nap. Come on.
Where you at?
Oh.
Make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away.
Mama always said God is mysterious. He didn't turn Jenny into a bird that day. Jenny didn't have to stay in that house no more.
Oh, thank God.
She went to live with her grandma.
Okay. Oh, thank God for Grandma.
Jenny and me was best friends all the way up through high school.
Hey, stupid!
Quit it!
You guys are way too old to be like this.
Run, Forrest! Run!
He's running now. Yeah! Losers!
I never thought it would take me anywhere.
He just keeps going. How is he so fast? Oh, hell yeah. Just... Oh my gosh.
Who in the hell is that?
That's the local idiot.
I got to go to college too.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh my.
Coons are trying to get into school.
Well, raccoon's trying to get on our back porch. Mama just chasing him off with a broom.
He's nice. How did he get over there? No one stopped him.
Ma'am, you dropped your book.
Being on the Tuscaloosa campus kept them off from gathering unsuspected.
Wasn't that Gump?
A few years. It was nice talking to you.
They were waiting for so long. I wish I could sit next to someone like that. Does it hurt? Oh.
Forrest! Get him! Billy, wait a second!
Alright. He just goes in there and attacks him.
Why'd you do that?
He thought something bad was happening.
Come on. Come on.
He was just checking on you.
I want to be famous. On an empty stage with my guitar, my voice. I want to be able to say things, just one-to-one. Have you ever been with a girl, Forrest?
I sit next to them in my home economics class.
Oh, his face. Oh.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
But that never happened in home ec.
No.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh.
I think I ruined your roommate's bathrobe. I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
He'll be an All-American. It's an honor, sir. Congratulations. Very good, sir.
Oh no.
Congratulations. How do you feel? I got it. Hey. I believe he said he had to go pee.
Oh, he's just so great.
Forrest Gump.
How many gives a husky shit who you are, pussball? You're in the army now.
See. Take.
Oh, this again. Oh no. Please be nice.
Sit down if you want to. You ever been on a real shrimp boat? People call me Bubba.
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant?
That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard.
And always answer every question with...
Yes, drill sergeant!
Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump? Jesus H. Christ.
Shrimp kebabs, gumbo, pan-fried, coconut shrimp, shrimp sandwich.
He's making me hungry.
That's about it.
He found the end.
I'd miss my mama. I'd miss Jenny. Her dream had come true. She was a folk singer.
Forrest, what are you doing here?
They was trying to grab you.
A lot of people try to grab me.
I love you.
Forrest, you don't know what love is.
You think I could fly off this bridge?
What do you mean, Jenny?
I gotta get out of here. Stay away from me, please. Can I ride? If you're ever in trouble, don't try to be brave. You just run, okay?
I write you all the time.
So sad.
She was gone.
Hey, I bet they shrimp all in these waters. They tell me these Vietnams is good shrimp.
You must be my FNGs. Where are you boys from in the world?
Alabama, sir.
No, we are not relations, sir. Lieutenant Dan sure knew his stuff.
Try not to do anything stupid, getting yourself killed.
I sure hope I don't let him down.
You won't know it if you do.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Oh.
I'm gonna lean up against you. You just lean right back against me. How would you like to go into the shrimping business with me?
Okay.
To split everything right down the middle.
Forward to getting a letter from her.
She's a hippie now.
Somebody turned off the rain and the sun come out. Bubba. And on my way back to find Bubba, I couldn't just let him lay there all alone.
Oh, he's just going to collect them.
Lieutenant Dan, Coleman's there! Leave me here! Get away! Just leave me here! Get out! Hey, stop that thing! You think, son of a bitch! It's an order! I gotta find Bubba!
Okay, Forrest. I'm okay.
Why'd this happen?
Got shot.
I want to go home.
Bub was gonna be a shrimp and boat captain, but instead he died right there by that river.
That's all I have to say about that.
It was a bullet, wasn't it? That jumped up and bit you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bit me directly in the buttocks. They said it was $1 million wound. The Army must keep that money, because I still ain't seen a nickel. They gave me all the ice cream I could eat.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Not at all. You are doomed to the American forces.
Poor Bubba.
Never take your eye off the ball.
He takes things kind of literally.
I even played it in my sleep.
Oh.
I should have died out there with my men, a legless freak. Do you know what it's like not to be able to use your legs?
Yes, sir, I do.
He does.
This wasn't supposed to happen. I was Lieutenant Dan Taylor.
You still Lieutenant Dan.
What am I gonna do now?
I'd be angry too.
Order the Medal of Honor.
Guess what, Lieutenant Dan?
Oh no.
They sent him home.
4 medals of honor to men from each of the armed services.
From saving everyone.
Where were you hit?
In the buttocks, sir.
I'd like to see that. Damn, son.
Tell us a little bit about the war, man.
One in Vietnam?
In Viet-fucking-Nam!
There's only one thing I can say.
Oh, he's just spilling his heart out. Speak up.
That's all I have to say about that.
Dang it, I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Boy!
Wow, it's her. It's Jenny.
Jenny!
Oh, he doesn't care about anything else. Oh, it's hippie Jenny. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't know why that's gonna make me cry.
Jenny and me was just like peas and carrots.
Yay!
Don't you know we in a war here?
Oh yeah, he knows.
Who's the baby killer?
Baby killer. Oh.
Yes, we are against all these rape
Oh, he doesn't like that. There's it. He's doing that in front of all those people. Imagine what he does when it's just them.
Should have known it was just gonna be some bullshit hassle.
This guy sucks.
Sorry I had a fight in the middle of your Black Panther party. I wanted to be your boyfriend.
She seems like she's doing a little better though. She's a little happier.
It was a very special night.
I have to, Forrest.
Oh, this guy?
This war and that lying son of a bitch Johnson.
You should go home to Greenbow, Alabama!
We have very different lives, you know.
I got it. Doing what you told me to do.
Why are you so good to me?
You're my girl.
I'll always be your girl.
That makes me sad. Poor Forrest. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense what she does, but that sort of upbringing really messes you up.
The best way for me to fight the communists was to play ping pong.
Holy crap.
We were the first to make.
Are you really playing that?
What was China like?
People hardly got nothing at all.
No possessions?
Hard to imagine.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick.
Some years later, that nice young man.
Was he just writing the lyrics in his head?
They gave you Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yes, sir.
Less American.
Oh.
Ow! Lieutenant Dan! I'm walking here!
I'm walking here.
I stayed with Lieutenant Dan.
Have you found Jesus yet?
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him, so.
They even had a priest. He said, God is listening. If I accept Jesus into my heart, I'll get to walk beside him in the kingdom of... Walk? Kiss my crippled ass.
I'm going to heaven, Lieutenant Dan.
Private Gump here. Gonna be a shrimp boat captain.
I will come and be your first mate.
You better watch it.
That's the day I'm an astronaut.
I believe it. He does some crazy stuff.
Cunning Carla and long limbs Lenore.
She was spending her New Year's night out in California.
There's a lot of doors in this. 6 Doors songs already. She's missing. Oh my gosh. I love New Year's, but I know this feeling. Poor Forrest. Poor Dan. He's got so sleep. Okay, it's looking up.
What are you, stupid or something? Did you lose your packet in a war or something? Get out of here! Loser, you freak!
Ugh. That got so terrible so fast. He wasn't feeling it. Not a big deal. Well, you're better off without him.
I'm sorry I ruined your New Year's Eve party. She tastes like cigarettes.
You didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't want to be called crippled, just like I didn't want to be called stupid.
The U.S. ping pong team met with President Nixon.
They invited me and the ping pong team to visit the White House. Again, met the President of the United States. Again. Them flashlights, they're keeping me awake.
Oh. How does he end up in these crazy situations? I love how there's so much like history, American history in this. Or history in general, I guess. He's in Vietnam too.
Service is up, son.
Good job.
So I went home.
Oh, yay. She still got that same house.
I'm home, Mama.
I know.
Oh.
Everybody wants you to use their ping pong stuff.
Oh.
$25,000 to saying you like using their paddle.
Went on down to Biola Battery to meet Bubba's family.
Are you crazy or just plain stupid?
Stupid as stupid does, Miss Blue.
I guess.
Guess. Cute. Oh, wow. I thought he would. I believed it.
It's bad luck to have a boat without a name.
The most beautiful name in the wide world.
It really is. I love that name. Such a pretty name. He needs to go get Lieutenant Dan. What better for her? Damn it. Oh my gosh, them shoes. Oh no. Oh hell no. No. So much pain to get to that point.
I thought about Jenny all the time.
There he is. So goofy.
Thought I'd try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, I know that.
No, sir.
Oh. Ow. A toilet seat? That's not even the whole thing.
So I was wrong.
So I went to church every Sunday.
Where the hell's this God of yours?
God showed up.
It's time for a showdown!
crazy laugh.
Only one shrimping boat survived the storm.
Louise, that's Forrest.
Again. Oh, because all the other boats. Oh my gosh.
You're the owner of the Bubba Gump Shrimp Corporation. We were sitting next to a millionaire.
I thought it was a very lovely story. Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
He never actually said so, but I think he made his peace with God.
His mama said.
Oh no. That's gonna be sad, isn't it?
We sure got you straightened out, didn't we, boy?
What's the matter, Mama?
I'm dying, Forrest.
I did the best I could.
You did good, Mama.
What's my destiny, Mom?
You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. Life is a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're gonna get.
Didn't you say you were waiting for...
There'll be another one along shortly.
Right. I'd be like, no. I'm hanging out with you.
Rainbow, Alabama decided to get together and offered me a fine job. So he got me invested in some kind of fruit company.
Apple? Some fruit company.
I gave a whole bunch of it to the Foursquare Gospel Church.
Oh, that's so nice.
I gave Bubba's mama Bubba's share. She didn't have to work in nobody's kitchen no more.
Oh, good. He never met someone else. I wish he would at least visit more.
And then she was there.
Is this really her? Yay.
Hello, Forrest.
And he came back and stayed with me. She was so tired, like she hadn't slept in years. I did all the talking. Rain.
That's her old house. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. This movie's so sad.
Sometimes I guess there just aren't enough rocks. Every day, I'd pick pretty flowers and put them in her room, and she even showed me how to dance. And it was the happiest time of my life.
I'm so glad she has him.
Will you marry me? I'd make a good husband, Jenny.
You don't want to marry me.
Why don't you love me, Jenny?
She does.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Oh, I feel so bad for both of them.
Jenny.
I do love you.
Oh no, are you leaving again?
I'm not running.
You look like you're running. He's gonna be crushed. Oh no, did you at least take a... What's happening? He's still sleeping? Oh no. That would be so confusing. You'd just be wondering what you did wrong.
I decided to go for a little run. I ran clear across Alabama. Might as well turn around, just keep on going. When I got tired, I slept.
I'm guessing that last place he was running to, that was Maine, because Lighthouse, he's just going. Oh, that's so pretty.
A gardener from Greenbow, Alabama.
He's just always
For
on
the fourth
TV.
time on his journey across America.
I'll be damned.
Sir, where are you running?
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
You're somebody who's got it all figured out. You're somebody who has the answer. I'll follow you anywhere, Mr. Gump.
Oh.
Somebody later told me it gave people hope.
And you just ran through a big pile of dog shit.
It happens.
There's a slogan.
And he made a lot of money off of it. Mom always said, you got to put the past behind you. I had run for 3 years.
Holy crap.
Quiet, he's gonna say something.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Just like, Desert Jesus parting the sea of people.
I got a letter from Jenny. That's what I'm doing here.
Oh.
Down that way.
Down that way.
Everything works out.
Yeah, he's going. Oh, we're in present day. She looks so pretty.
It's your house.
I was messed up for a long time, and this is my very good friend, Mr. Gump.
I know that.
Hello, Mr. Gump. Can I go watch TV now?
Oh, he's so cute. He's even smaller than. Oh.
You're a mama, Jenny.
His name's Forrest. I named him after his daddy.
He got a daddy named Forrest, too?
You're his daddy, Forrest. Hey, you didn't do anything wrong.
He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
What's wrong?
Is he smart?
He's very smart. Yeah, it's okay. Go talk to him.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is killing me. Oh, this is killing me. I'm crying so much. This movie is just, it's so much.
I'm sick.
Oh.
What, do you have a cough due to cold?
I have some kind of virus.
I'll take care of you if you're sick.
Would you marry me, Forrest?
Okay.
Okay. Yay! You look so pretty.
You're tired.
You both look so pretty. Oh. Yay, they all get to meet and be friends.
Titanium alloy. This is my fiance, Susan.
Yay!
This is my Jenny.
Hey.
To you, Forrest, Jenny.
I almost wish this would have happened years ago, though. Why did it take you so long? You could have been together this whole time, all three of you.
Were you scared in Vietnam?
Like that mountain lake. Two skies, one on top of the other.
I wish I could have been there with you.
I wish that too.
You were.
Oh. These surprisingly good words.
You died on a Saturday morning. You're under a tree. House of your father, bulldozed to the ground.
82. She wasn't even 40.
Forrest, you go. And every night we read a book. You're so smart, Jen. I don't know if we each have a destiny. We're all just floating around accidental like maybe both. I miss you, Jenny.
You picked a really nice spot for her.
Here's your bus.
It's like in the beginning.
I want to tell you I love you.
I love you too, Daddy.
I'll be right here when you get back.
It's the same lady.
And you were Dorothy, yours, and I'm Forrest Gump.
Again. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My poor heart. Feels like somebody wrung it like a sponge. Beat it up. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful movie. Okay, jeez, I feel like I cried a lot on this one, y'all. I'm sorry. It killed me. It killed me. My little sponge heart. Okay, if you're new to my channel, usually what I'll do is I'll rewatch the movie a few times, edit the video, and then I'll watch, some documentaries or read some articles, and then I come back to you with my outro, so that's what I'm gonna do. You cried too. Don't lie, you cried too. It's not just me, right? It can't be just me. Okay, so as usual, let's start with a quick awards ceremony. And this movie was as funny as it was sad, so it's really hard to settle on just one. But the award for funniest moment goes to...
I'd kind of like to see that.
I feel like Bob Saget over here. Saget, Bob Saget. No, Saget. The dude from the 90s. You wouldn't know. Kids these days. There's so many great responses and rebuttals in this movie, but there is one that stands out in particular to me. The award for best comeback goes to... The amount of disdain expressed in approximately 0 actual words is palpable, and despite the power dynamic here, the guy with the most can't get out of there fast enough. I love this firm position that Forrest takes on his porch here. He knows this guy is gonna have to pass by him on his way to his car, and he's just waiting. He's just waiting for his chance to tell this guy to get off his lawn. There were so many characters in this movie that I'm not going to have time to mention, but they still deserve something. The award for Best Minor Character is a tie between...
I guess.
And...
Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump?
I love the drill sergeant. He's so taken aback and bewildered, but he's so excited about it. So, Bubba's a great name, and so is Jenny. But they're lacking a certain, how do you say, je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? I don't. What does that mean? I forgot. The award for Best Name goes to...
Cunning Carla and Long Limbs Lenore.
Extra points for Long Limbs Lenore. Because she's, you know, Long Limbs Lenore. Long Limbs Lenore. Long Limbs Lenore. Long Limbs Lenore. And finally, we have the award for Best Laugh. And don't you know, of course it's gonna go to Lieutenant Dan for this. I don't know if he'll make it to heaven, or if he's going to hell. Maybe it's both, but I do know in hell that there's this playing on repeat. So this movie was very ambitious. It managed to fit 3 decades of a very active human's existence into the span of less than 2.5 hours. It's one of the best examples of masterful storytelling that I can think of. It's a pretty impractical premise, you know, maybe even a slightly ridiculous one. You know, one man lives blissfully unaware of any political, social, or environmental limitations and is able to change the course of, I don't know, history within the realms of sports, music, fashion, food, government, you name it. But sure enough, for a couple hours, I believed it. So as you know, this movie was released in 1994 and was based off of a novel of the same name by Winston Groom. Many changes were made to the story by Eric Roth, who also did Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Dune. One of the biggest changes being moving away from Forrest's identity as a savant, as he was in the book. For example, in the novel, he's intellectually gifted in sports and chess and other things, whereas in the movie we see him, you know, having a low enough IQ to warrant being placed in an alternative or special education school. Not so in the books, apparently. But I guess maybe they were like, well, we talk enough about savants, maybe let's focus more on, like, morons. Hate that joke. He's not a moron. Stupid is as stupid does, you jerk. So this project was declined by a few directors initially, including Barry Sonnenfeld, who did the Men in Black movies. Also Terry Gilliam, who did, I know him from Monty Python, at least. Until finally settling on Robert Zemeckis, who we know is the director of the Back to the Future trilogy and also Contact. Speaking of what could have been, Joe Pesci was first considered for the role of Lieutenant Dan. Dave Chappelle turned down the role of Bubba for valid reasons.
You could be dumber than Forrest Gump. His black friend, that's him. Hey, let's play friends. You're dumber than me. And you know he's gonna get killed because he's too cute.
And Forrest Gump was almost played by none other than the one and only John Travolta. What a dramatic difference that would have made. Now, I know what a lot of people say about John Travolta, but I'll tell you what I think. I think he could have played this. I think he could have played this hard. I think he would have killed it in a good way. It would have been hella entertaining. I am glad the chips fell where they did, though, and he was busy with Pulp Fiction this year anyway, so yeah, how would that have worked? Yeah, Pulp Fiction was the same time. Interesting. This movie was filmed in North and South Carolina and also in Virginia. Greenbow is a fictional town, but a lot of the footage came from a teeny tiny town in South Carolina called Farmville, and it's really green. It looks nice. I guess. Apparently the desert scenes where he's running is filmed in Utah and Arizona, and apparently it's featured in a lot of older Western films like Stagecoach. Also, I totally called it. The scene with the lighthouse was done in Maine. Boom. The land of lobster and lighthouses and Stephen King characters. Speaking of characters, let's talk about the characters. Starting with Forrest, of course. So little Forrest was played by actor Michael Connor Humphreys. During casting, they loved his Mississippi accent so much that Tom Hanks used it to model his own amazing performance by that kid.
Forrest Gump.
This character is resilient and energetic. These are qualities he will carry with him into adulthood. He faces challenges at a young age, but isn't fazed at the prospect of being different, and I think a lot of that has to do with his upbringing. His patient and supportive mother. Forrest is a character that I can't imagine anyone disliking. One thing I really like about him is that people are always trying to belittle him, and he almost seems bored by it. He can't be bothered. He barely acknowledges it, but when he senses a slight against someone he loves, he gets this laser focus, almost machine-like impulse to protect them. There's a specific facial expression he gets when this happens. He's got the crazy eyes. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Big time. He's got the crazy eyes. I love the little details they put in to establish Forrest as this reliable narrator. Despite his tall tale, Davy Crockett type of storytelling, he comes across as genuine, with nothing to gain by telling people about his life except for the chance to relive it. Here's an example.
About 15 Dr. Peppers?
There are exactly 15 here. Of course, we could be seeing the inside of Forrest's brain, his imagination or whatever, but when I come across a work of art like the story of Forrest Gump, I'm not going to ruin the magic by trying to find, plot holes. And on the other side, we got Jenny. Now, Jenny is a polarizing character. On the one hand, how frustrating. All you want throughout the movie is better for Forrest, and every time this girl comes around, she leaves, and you can see this new sliver of his heart splattered onto the floor, bigger and bloodier than it was before. Ew, why did you word it like that? Gross. Say it different. She hurts him, and it sucks. And she even says, you don't know what love is. That's such a cruel thing to say, and it wasn't even true. Like, imagine saying that to someone. You don't know what love is. It's so mean. But on the other hand, there's always another hand. She stuck with him his whole childhood. We see him bullied and her defending him. She probably took a lot of the heat for that. She didn't care. And what I realize more and more is that she's not trying to hurt him. She's protecting him from herself. She doesn't think she deserves him or what he could give her. She doesn't feel like she has enough to offer. Yet she still tries. When he's leaving for Vietnam, she offers him the one piece of advice that she can give him, and that's, don't try and fight, just run. It was the only thing she could do as a kid when her father would try to hurt her. She's very stunted from that. I can't help but feel compassion for someone like that. It's not like she's walking into everyone's lives and just stomping on them and trying to, ruin their lives. If anything, she's actively trying to not do that. She's doing everything she can to cope with seeing the most depraved level that humanity could stoop to at such a young age, and by the one person who was charged to protect her instinctively. She just doesn't belong anywhere, and there are people around every corner who would take advantage of, her past trauma and her warped world view of people and of love. And when you're hurt like that and fragile, I swear they can smell it. When you face that much neglect as a child, when someone finally comes to you who's able to offer you this sort of unconditional love, how are you supposed to trust that? It feels almost impossible. All that said, I would kind of understand if somebody thought that Jenny is this big, meanie, jerk-face butthead, because, the movie kind of leaves that to the audience. It doesn't hold our hands and say she's one way or the other. I always appreciate that. They kind of handle her with, hold on, baby. We're We're gonna go out. We're down one moment, please. There's nothing in there for you. Jeez. You look so evil in this light. Hold on, baby. I'm gonna hang out with you. Just one moment, please. The movie handles her character in a pretty non-biased way and leaves it up to the audience to sort out her character. You know, maybe even too much. I feel like there isn't much, you know, sympathy for her in the movie. And I wonder how she was perceived, you know, 30 years ago versus now, because, you know, I guess things probably change. I don't know. I can imagine a lot of people being like, hate her guts. Well, I don't know. She deserves better. She says to him at one point, we're very different people. And it's true. But they have one thing in common, they're always running. He's always running towards something, she's always running away from it. Another character who got deeply messed up through no fault of their own is Lieutenant Dan. Poor Lieutenant Dan. Did you ever notice that Forrest never calls him anything but without his title? Like, he never just says, like, Dan, or Daniel, or like, hey, what's up, Danny boy, my guy? Danny. I don't know how to do that accent. It's such a drawling accent. It's very thick. I can't do it. Danny. No, stop it. Is that British? Gosh! Danny boy, what's happening? He always attaches his formal title. I'm really glad he got his happy ending, making peace with God, especially because that type of bitter anger weighs so much. He looks so much lighter and freer swimming that day. And then there's Forrest's mom. She's the sweetest. She sure did care about his schooling. Hate that guy. Hate him. She did everything she could to give him his best life. One thing I did notice, if we were true to the actor's real ages, Forrest Gump's mom would have been about 10 when she had him. I don't think it's necessarily Tom Hanks's looks that allow him to play this much younger character. I think it's more his acting skills. Forrest is a very naive character in a lot of ways. They were able to find a balance, and Sally Field is a talented enough actress no one would even notice. We just kind of accept that she's the age that she's playing. We're like, okay, sounds legit. She's 30 and now she's 60. Okay, cool. Sounds you got it. Now, I have to mention the music. The music in this movie is something else. Alan Silvestri. He never fails me. His music is magical, it's thought-provoking, and I feel like he can make a bad movie good all by himself. Also, the rest of the soundtrack is curated so well to match each situation we see on screen. All the tracks we hear were made during this time, starting as early as Elvis's Hound Dog, which is from 1956, to Bob Seger's Against the Wind, which was 1980, and also On the Road Again by Willie Nelson, which was also 1980. I especially liked the use of Freebird during the balcony scene. It was a super sad scene, number one, because the solo never gets old. I love the solo on that song, and also because it fits in perfectly with all the bird references. If you notice throughout the movie, you know, there's a lot of, you know, comparing Jenny to a bird, starting with the prayer that she did that one day, and, you know, there's feathers, and there's a lot of correlations there, and I thought it was just the most perfect song for that. Anyway, a lot of songs about moving and traveling, and of course running. I wonder how much that cost to have all these tracks in there. A lot of timeless classics, but no Beatles. Wait. Speaking of John Lennon, I can't imagine watching this as someone who grew up during these decades. I think it would make me feel some sort of way seeing John F. Kennedy and President Nixon and Johnson looking all real with Tom Hanks' superimposed self into the footage. Visual artist Ken Ralston was in charge of the CGI in this movie and has won 3 Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects, one of them being for Forrest Gump. In my opinion, they still hold up to this day. 30 years later. 30 years? That can't be right. 30 years. Yeah, 30 years later. Jeez. It still looks amazing. Speaking of awards, this movie won way too many to mention, including the award for Best Picture in 1995. The nominees that year were Forrest Gump, Quiz Show, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, interesting. That's all I have to say about that. I really liked Pulp Fiction. Because they had John Travolta in it. They should have had John Travolta for... Actually, Forrest Gump was great too. I don't know. It's just... It's Pulp Fiction. It's Pulp Fiction. Anyway, I loved this movie, obviously. It really took me for a ride. At one point, I was too sad to be happy, and I was too happy to be sad. And I think that really summed up the movie pretty well. I sound like a limp, dehydrated, dying horse. Anyway, I think this is turning out to be one of my longest outros, so I better stop here. I love this movie, y'all. I didn't mean to get so serious on you at certain points, but some of it was a really serious movie. As, you know, lighthearted and feel-good as it was also pretty... so sad, and a lot of serious stuff, because, you know, there's so much history in it. Oh, I didn't even get to the history references. There's so much to talk about in this movie, but obviously, I could go on and on and on, but I'm not going to any more than I already did just now. Thank you so much for watching, patrons. I could not do this without you. I had fun, hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. Bye!